This Karim story is actually an interview that I did with a real person. So it's a real story that happened to that guy who had to leave his country. Of course, I didn't meet him on the train, but I actually interviewed a guy like that in Germany, and he told me basically the same story, how he ran away from his country because some crazy person wanted to marry his 10-year-old daughter, and that's how he ended up in exile. So most of these stories are interpretation. You know, we tell stories so that we can be seen. He is on this train with his child, and he feels anonymous and invisible. He must have passed through all these countries, suffered a lot. And then he sees a fellow black person on the train, and for the first time, he can be seen. He knows that this person sees him. And then he wants more than that. He wants to tell his story so that he can interpret his own experience. So there are so many layers of interpretation here. Karim is interpreting his own experience to himself, and is interpreting it to the narrator as well. And then I, the author, when I'm writing these stories, I'm also interpreting what these people told me in my own way. So there are so many layers. But essentially, stories are a way of humanizing us. I can see how much, when I was interviewing these people, I could see how much they wanted me to see them, to understand that they are not just migrants, they are not just statistics. He wanted me to see him as a father, as a human being, as a husband, and that's what he was trying to tell me. But most of these people the Europeans who come across these people, they see them as either a nuisance, a statistic, a problem that has to be solved, but they don't see them as human beings. So in a way, we tell stories so that we can become human to each other, so that we can see each other.